Ooh. Oh, hello. Today I'm taking a look at 3 games made by a dude called Signing Stan, if that's how you say it. Anyhow, the first one is called Ossuary, and it's a roguelike. Let's take a closer look. Take that, bats!
The story is fairly simple. A necromancer has invaded the ossuary along with a number of other annoying beasts. The local villagers want it cleared so they can continue burial ceremonies for their dead. They don't mind how you do it, or if you take any gold you find with you. When you start the game, it generates a new character. You can see the stats at the top left. They are attack strength, defensive strength, intelligence, and hit points. You should change your strategy based on these stats. High intelligence? Perhaps magic is for you. High strength? Weapons are probably a better option. As you progress through the procedurally generated dungeons, your character will level up, improving your hit points and stats. You don't get to pick what is increased, you just need to hope for the best. Moving around and attacking monsters is pretty straightforward. Use the arrow keys for movement. Moving into a monster will attack it. There are some keys for inventory management and using items as well, which are reasonably intuitive. What impressed me the most is probably the graphics. It's running in 4-colour CGA, which you wouldn't think when you first see it. I think the artwork is exceptionally nice. If it were up to me, I might have made the dungeons a little bit bigger or added more items if I had the memory left over. As it is though, it's still very fun and something you can play on even the very oldest of PCs.
1,500 gold. Ouch. Oh, hello again. The next game is called Anarchic Kingdom.
This game very much reminds me of some basic games I played as a kid. I'm not sure exactly which one, but it definitely rings a bell. The old king has died, and his son is not yet ready to rule. There is 1 more year left before he will take the throne, so 8 of the most powerful lords of the kingdom are taking advantage of this freedom to increase their power and influence. You play as one of these lords. It's your job to manage your barony, choosing where to spend money and where to send your troops to attack. As simple as this appears at first, there is some nuance in the mechanics, so it's a good idea to read the manual. I'm still trying to figure out a good strategy. I've not yet been able to figure out how to grab more land or defend myself. I've tried being aggressive but got attacked by multiple barons who quickly decimated my forces. Being more defensive just created a war of attrition that I'd eventually lose. Despite not finding a winning strategy, this is quite fun to play, and supports hot seat multiplayer.
Haha, take that. The next game is called CGA Droids.
This one is a port of a much older game called Chase, also known as Robots on BSD Unix systems. Basically, you're in a playfield surrounded by deadly robots, programmed to come directly at you. If the robots collide with each other, they are destroyed, leaving behind a junk pile, which will destroy any robot that moves there. You clear a level by destroying all the robots. Each level has increasing numbers of robots. Other than moving around, your only defense is the ability to teleport. This can be risky, as you can teleport into what is effectively your death. It's faithful to the original game, quite a good recreation with good graphics. CGA Droid was made as a demo for CGA Lib, a C++ library for CGA graphics cards. It has a source code included for the curious. CGA Lib was used to make all 3 games. Whilst it has some technical limitations, it does a good job. It will work on a 4.77 MHz PC with no troubles. Whilst all 3 games are relatively simple, they are all quite enjoyable to play. I did notice that they all had roots in some of the older classic games around. Ossuary probably takes the largest time investment to play. First time around it took me nearly an hour before I died. Anarchic Kingdom is a bit quicker to play, and CGA Droids is usually quite short, lasting only a few minutes. I'll put a link in the description to Signing Stand's website where you can download or play these games in a browser. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.